Today, we're going to discuss a topic that many of us may not want to face: death. However, for Stoic philosophers, thinking about death is not something to fear, but rather a way to help us live better. Epictetus once said, "I am not immortal, but merely mortal, a part of the whole, like an hour in a day, like a moment, I come and I go." The story of life's impermanence. Imagine one morning, you wake up and step outside your home watching the sunrise. You admire the beauty in front of you, unaware that this could be the last time you experience such a moment. For many, death is something distant, happening to others but not to us. But the truth is, none of us know how much time we have left, and life is always impermanent. The Stoics constantly reminded themselves that each of us will one day pass away, and that's why we must live each moment fully. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, said, "Consider yourself dead, and you have lived your life. Now take what's left and live it properly." This statement reminds us that every day is a gift and we should not waste it. Memento mori, remember that you will die. The ancient Romans had a famous phrase, memento mori, meaning remember that you will die. This phrase isn't meant to instill fear or sadness. Instead, it helps us appreciate life more. Think about this. If today were your last day, what would you do? Would you spend your time on things that truly matter, or would you continue to be caught up in trivial distractions? A typical example is the story of Steve Jobs. When he discovered he had cancer, he shared that it made him realize life was too short to waste on things that didn't matter. He said, "Remembering that I'll be dead soon is the most important tool I've ever encountered to help me make the big choices in life." By understanding death, he decided to live a life filled with meaning, focusing on what truly mattered. Living as if today were your last day. Living as if today is your last day does not mean living irresponsibly, indulging in fleeting pleasures. Instead, it reminds us to live with purpose and meaning. It helps us cherish every moment, from small things like enjoying a morning coffee to nurturing important relationships with family and friends. The story of the Stoic philosopher Seneca is a great example. He once said that when he kissed his children or wife, he would remind himself that they were mere mortals, not belonging to him forever. This didn't make him love them less. In fact, it made him love them more deeply, knowing that everything could be lost at any moment. Appreciate life while you can. Thinking about death doesn't make life gloomy. On the contrary, it helps us appreciate it more. When you remember that you won't live forever, you begin to value each moment and stop taking things for granted. You'll realize that every day is a gift, and you'll live with more gratitude. The story of Epictetus and the glass cup is another valuable lesson. He said that when you drink from a beautiful glass cup, always remember that it could break at any time. If the cup breaks one day, you won't feel too sad because you were mentally prepared for it. Similarly, when thinking about your own death, you'll no longer fear it. Instead, you'll feel grateful for the moments you still have. If you find this part clear, I can continue developing more stories and examples to further clarify this concept.